Hello, 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 hello everyone, and welcome to Age of Cignare Online. This is your friend Cignare, and today's video. ah, Holy guacamole! We're doing I'm still trying to marinate what's been happening in the last 24 hours. It's just been absolutely super califragilistic Well, we've been running some stress tests in the server. We want to make sure that we can give our server as much as we can. And as you can see, you're going to witness now that the level amount of mobs that we have in the server has increased dramatically. We actually originally started with between 6,000 to 7,000 mobs. Then we went from 6,000 to 7,000 to 8,000 and 9,000, and we didn't have any more anything higher than 9,000 mobs in total. And yeah, we did heard some complaints back in the days from some other players that, oh, you know, there's not many mobs for this many players in this map and blah blah blah, and they were 100% right. Unfortunately, we didn't have, you know, the necessary tools and the necessary brains behind the wheel to get this done, and now we do have a captain. And with that being said, you know, the stress test that we have run in the last 7 hours has been incredible. And I'm going to even go on a limb here, and I'm going to show you how many mobs right now are in the server. 37,688 mobs. Last night we took it all the way to 80,000. And yes, was a bit laggy for us because it was an insane amount of mobs. We could barely click anywhere to actually move around. And in fact, you're going to see at this level, you're going to see some maps that are going to be quite difficult to click in. So this is only for the stress test. We may drop another 10,000 mobs. So it's going to be around 25,000, so on like that, depending of how we feel, you know. But the idea of doing this test is so that when we have certain amount of players, and you say, well, you know what, we have enough player to pump the server up and to give the community a little bit more of a, you know, of a more populated environment. I'm just going to go through some of the maps. I'm not going to go through all of them. I just want to show you the population of some of these maps are absolutely insane. You're going to notice right from the beginning, it's just pretty much epic. Look at this. It's phenomenal. I love it. I'm excited. There's another thing, I don't want to get into it too much because he's on testing mode, and Mr. Alter, he's really making this work in a way that has never been before. In fact, what I mean never been before, never been before. Like, there's no other version that is going to be running as smooth due to the implementing that we are doing. And of course, that the upgrade of our DirectX, this is it right here. The smoothness it's just incredible. Last night, you all know developer Benji. Benji lives in Egypt, and normally, you know, it's not easy to when I used to do the event to really run around 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 mobs, and eventually, as long as you let them spread out, then eventually you'll be able to walk through. But yesterday, through all the tests that we did in spanning a lot of mobs and walking through Nika while it was barely you could walk, he was moving so smooth and so incredible. So it's amazing how the smoothness just, here, let me switch to an arrow class. There we go. That way, if it becomes stealth, If you use a bow or a crossbow, the horse becomes silence. It's like a the crossbow is when you're walking. The bow is when you're in the horse. So if I use a crossbow while I'm in stealth walking, people won't be able to hear my steps. All right, let me because it's definitely extremely populated. This place is amazing, and I'm like, wow. Uh, Let me go back here real quick. I wanted to check something out. Where are you? I think it's this way. And you all remember the five waterfalls? It's back here. Wasn't a place most people like to be, but it's packed with mobs. I mean, packed. It's insane. And of course, piranhas found a new home. So there's going to be a little spot right here that it is going to definitely. There are 600 piranhas right here in this holding. This is amazing. Of course, they're not going to be the same piranhas from the Gauna map, but you see, no surprise. Let's go to. Let's go to 15. This one will have to. It's in town. This is Robiton. We haven't worked this map in terms of the mobs, but we have relocated. We removed the succubus from here, and we also removed the magma goblins that were here, golems. In this map, there are going to be two mobs. They're going to be the wolves, the gray wolves. You guys remember the gray wolves, and we removed the chimeras from Barknon, and we put the penguins in Barknon. No, makes sense. The eyes, and then chimeras are going to have a new skin. Of course, they're going to look freaking insane. And the wolves are also going to have new skins. But these maps are extremely populated. I mean, extremely populated. It's just psychedelic. Look at this. And this map is so large. Look at where I am. I'm just here. Players will be able to go all around this map, and you can have 5, 6 different parties, depending of the amount of the parties, people, players. The stone hashes. Yeah, just in case. Just in case. And let me just do this one too. My favorite. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. Let's go. Let's see real quick. Oh, I know where we're going. We are going to Zil. Zil is one of my favorite maps. And Zil, I mean, you're not going to be able to walk through here without clicking the mob. You could, but you have to be very careful. Of course, we are going to get the zoom in. This right here is going to go a little bit further out. We were going to do it yesterday, but we were so focused on the stress testing, and we just didn't touch that. But it's insane. Look at the amount of mobs. Of course, we remove the red wyverns from this map. And we replaced them. It was not removed, it was replaced by more, Vermilion warriors. Vermilion warriors. And don't get me started on Gores. Gores is just absolutely insane. We also removed the red wyverns from Gores. Look at this. You can barely touch a place without clicking on a mob. Look at this. This is insane. I'm telling you, like, I'm trying to click to get out of here, and you have to click on a mob. Of course, when we get the zooming out, it's gonna be a better place to travel. It's just gonna be a little tight now, and we want it tight. We want to make sure that the server has enough mobs for players to continue, grinding. They don't have to walk an entire map to get a decent herd. I think that's a very important aspect of the game. Players don't need to cross each other so much and so often when they're grinding and farming. I think that is a big, important aspect of fairness. One of the things that we experienced back in a couple of years ago is that we have enough players, and we weren't doing anything about making the game more appealing in terms of what we're doing right now. This right here. This is how crazy it is. I can barely click on anything. That's how amazing it is. Once we get the zoom in a little bit further out, you'll be able to see further and click in certain areas and kind of drive better. Like this, you see there's empty in the back. Takes a minute for you to reach the visual, and so on and so forth. I want to go to Taros. I want to give amazing props to Mr. Alter. Of course, Benji definitely is no doubt. But Mr. Alter created this code. He coded this unique code that makes it so easy. You see how quickly I'm moving through the maps? It's just insane. It makes traveling for administrators and GMs much quicker. It's a short type. Look at that. A bear fishes. I can't wait to get to this part of reskinning. It's absolutely insane. Now y'all want to see one of the most popular maps in the game, and Zireni is absolutely insane. We replaced all the wyverns that was here, all the flying dragons, and we replaced them for ants. And holy, I mean, you'll be able to train not only on the Suelas. Of course, the Suelas are insane, but look at this. And this is just in this area. A player can just hang in this spot right here. Then you have, I mean, a little group, a little party, all the way to this area in the front, because there's more space that way. But then there's this place that most people don't go because it wasn't worth it before. Now it is. Now and not only that, you have the fortress here. There's a bridge right here. The most players don't come back here, but it's an amazing place to train. Look at down here. It's just packed. Yeah, it's amazing. Look at this. This is incredible lands to farm and Zireni. I mean, in this place, you can have 10 different parties. 3 different guilds farming without even have to cross each other at all. Look at this. This is besides the other spot that we went over there. And then there's the other side here. Look at this. This is huge. It's a big land. It's a big map. Then you have the water, which is also insane. You have 2 type of creatures in the water. You have the swillas, and then you have the red turtles. The red turtles are going to be a different type of turtle now, but they're going to be more rewarding. Again, the non-aggressive mobs are going to be more rewarding than the aggressive mobs. That way, if you're, grinding through here, you may want to hit the red turtles or whatever the name and colors and texture they're going to have, because they're going to give you more experience, and most likely they're going to have most likely the better drops. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. And since there's so many, you can area this here, and you can start gathering them in a nice, not just one at a time. Boom, boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, I wanted to show you Mozart. Mozart absolutely is. Mozart was what? 12. Yeah. Let's see. So Mozart, y'all remember the succubus and the harpies used to be in the other side over here. So we replaced all the harpies for succubus. Is definitely and also we put the cyclops here. Now check this out. The cyclops are going to be aggressive. So you can farm the shit out of this map. You don't have to get stuck at the harpies or succubuses where they used to be. And I'm gonna show you right now what that looks like. But look at this. There's a massive grinding here. Look, at just a small spot. And of course, let me and of course, you're gonna have the special mobs, which are gonna be the mini bosses. You're gonna have each creatures, each mob is gonna have a boss, right? Like you see here. This is the boss. This is the regular. And then you see the boss. This is the regular. But then you have the three ogres. Those are going to be mini bosses and spread out. We have quite a few mini bosses. Now, you all remember this spot right here. It used to be harpies. Now, it's succubus land, baby. Look at this. Ah! Let's go. Let me put the amulet. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, this map is going to be insane. Look at this. Look at that. Now, back here, we tried to go through it yesterday. It was so hard. Like, you really got to know the spots and click them. It's insane. Look at this. I'm not going that way. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Now, you all remember the succubus, what's it called? The succubus alley back in the days used to be in Suher. So no longer, right? We put the harpies there. Let's go travel over there. Let's go take a run so y'all can see. Now, what really our main goal right now is to get everything that we have in existing, right? Everything that we have in existing to the right point, right? To get your skill class balance, to get the character classes balance, to get the mob balance, to get the reskin of the mobs, to get the mob experience balance, to get the MP and HP attacks of the mobs balance. I mean everything. And this is something that we're having so much fun doing it. It doesn't feel in a level that we're. I mean, I feel incredible. Look at this alley. Now, who doesn't want to stay in Suher now? Well, now there's a reason. There's a spot. There's a place for the lower levels also. Don't need to got one of this is how I used to see it. Most people used to hang out in Mozart because they couldn't enter Zireni, right? Because I had the level Zireni, I think it was like 60 or something like that. Then, but we removed it. Then, once you can get to Zireni, you didn't want to go to Taros. You wanted to stay in Zireni because you get the better areas and you get the better grinding. And most people that when Zireni was packed, they went either to the Bearfishes or they went back to Mozart. Now, I think the way the game is going to be kind of spread out, And this is going to be changed. Everything's going to be changed. The skins are going to be absolutely phenomenal. The blue lightning here, the ice colors are going to really feel alive. There's no question about that. Absolutely insane. Let's go to Barknum very quickly. And I want to probably, before we take another route, we're going to go to Nika. I want to show you guys something very quickly. But again, all the skins you see now, only Veil, Miras, Leon, and Mojas is done. So our next stop is going to be Ghana. We've been working on different things, and sometimes we just hit the skin, sometimes we hit balancing this. Sometimes we, like yesterday, we just say, you know what, let's go ahead and check the stress since we are testing a new tool that Mr. Alter has architecture, and it's absolutely insane. Of course, look at all the penguin. Now, I believe we are going to replace the Ice Knight leaders for penguins. This is going to be a penguin a land and then Ice Knight land, but the Ice Knight, they're no longer going to be called Ice Knight, which is this one's right here. And if they do, they're going to have a similar, different name. We're going to change the skin and the names. This is a ice world, so we're going to keep it related to the land. The chimeras did not make sense here, although for many years we saw them. But it is what it is. Now we're going to make this a pure ice land. Also, the Cyclops did not make sense in this area in terms of the color of the skins and the way they behave. I don't know. I just didn't feel the green in this area. I didn't feel it. It was only in the beginning there. So, all right, let's see. Okay, this is where they were doing the major testing yesterday. That's why this mob is right here. They just, it's very populated here. You can see there's no way to move around without. Absolutely insane. This is why the zoom out is going to be absolutely important. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna have to use my magic powers to move in here. Look at this. I'm not gonna be able to click anything there. Oh, I know how. Holy shooskabak. Look at this. I mean, the moment you have the strength and the levels and the rank to come into a map like this, you're gonna love it. The level of farming, the level of stuff that you're gonna be getting is just absolutely insane. Of course, we remove all the gargoyles and bats, not only giving the map a more definition, but also we're going to be using those mobs that we have replaced, and we're going to put them in maps that that you guys seen them, but you seen them empty all the time, and no longer. We're going to have them. We already have a map that has a lot of mobs in it that we have been testing it, which is by car. Let's see. Which number was that one? Oh, there it is. So again, there's only little mobs here, but it's just because we're testing look at this bad boy right here. Now I can't wait to reskin this. The wings, the bones between the cartilage between the wings, like this is just gonna be, it's gonna look absolutely insane. Look at that. Come here. Now this will be a nice mount. Don't you guys think? It has its own animation and everything. We just gotta put it on the mount. Make it like a horse instead of horse. We already, I saw Mr. Alter doing some testing, and He literally was running the horse like this without the horse. So basically, it's clearly the mount and the animation can be replaced and most likely recode to a new mount. If this can be possible, yeah. Not only that, I'm not in liberty to show because this is consideration and respect, absolutely. But Mr. Arthur had an amazing idea where the teammates, the team members, each of them are going to have their unique armor. It's an armor that is going to be assigned by the actual GM. It's going to be assigned to the GM, and so on and so forward. So they may have three different types of armor in terms of the representation of the three types of classes: the magic class, the range class, and the warrior class. Simple as that. But absolutely, this will be an amazing mount. I have no doubt that soon enough you're going to see ourselves flying a little dragon mount. Yeah, that's going to be absolutely insane. So, yeah. This was just random spawn locations that it was chosen by Mr. Alter. And just to test the spawning, not only location, time, and resistance of the map. In this case, diversity of mob. This map is so big that even if you would have spread out 100 mobs, you wouldn't even barely see them. This is a map that could hold a shitload of mobs. Not only that one, let me take it to this one, which will be populated very soon. And it seems to be one of my favorite maps. Alright, this name is going to be replaced. But this map has a big water land, but it's also huge. I mean, we're talking about the large land. It's just absolutely insane. There's two of this mountain, like beaches mountain type. And of course they're going to be populated with amazing mobs. I don't know what year. If you guys remember the king beholders, we removed them from Lagon. This could be a place for a king beholder. They look pretty cool in this area. We can make them suitable to the land. Of course, you can go to the castle up there. It's up there in the mountain. I mean, it has a town, it has a castle, it has a town inside the castle. It has 3 teleport locations. This is a beautiful place as the center. And it's huge map. It's absolutely humongous. I don't remember or recall showing this map often or before, maybe once or twice. But you have several NPCs, which makes 3 NPC beautiful. Armor, weapon, and or maybe, let's see, this is the pot lady. Okay. This could be a stable. It is a stable. We can put a, this could be a high level mob. You put a new mount there. Could be purchased. And definitely. And in here we can just make whatever. Looks pretty cool. We have pretty much almost all of this. This is in the game, this is in the game, it's in the game, this is in the game. Look at this, it has like a face. Mask or something. Of course, the NPC reskinning are going to be another amazing journey. I can't wait. And again, once we finish all the basics, once we finish everything that I mentioned, bring everything that we have to, you know, to a good solid position so that we can move on to expansion, uh, building. A lot of this structure, we do have the textures, so we can work on rebuilding the details on some of these structures, right? That could be a project once DirectX 12 is 100% in place. And the reason for that is because once we start reskinning structure, the rendering on the map is going to become a little higher. Therefore, the requirements are going to be increased a bit in terms of graphical capability or graphic capability. Look at this. There's going to be a lot of spaces for grinding. Right back here, you can like. There's going to be amazing places for players to like settle down, and it's just absolutely amazing. This is going to be packed. It's going to be packed. And the mini bosses are going to be an amazing add-on. I mean, the mini bosses are going to be psychedelic. Oh, let me show you the number 13 boss. You guys seen him already. Of course, the foundation of the main bosses are made by the three bosses that you guys already know, right? Those are repeated. However, they're going to have different skins and different drop list. However, however, the moment we get an opportunity to jump into the engine of animation uh, and a little bit of the graphic design part and textured and so on and so forward. Uh, hey, I don't know. I think the possibilities are there for new bosses and new things to come into perspective. I believe that there is possible. There's no boundaries when it comes to this. Look at this. Absolutely. You can go behind the mountain. The water land here is insane. Insane, insane, insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, this is big. The only thing in this map, we don't have the water borders. So if you have a mob and you span him here, he'll be able to get out of the water. So we need to put a creature that is not necessarily a creature that swim on the water, but a creature that could be on water and on land. You know, something that makes sense. Whatever it is. This is the town. And of course, this keeps going back here. It's huge. I'm telling you, this map is humongous. I can't wait to start restructuring some of this. This is phenomenal. I love it. I like that. Yeah, this town is going to be fun. Look at it. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Is that a duck? Yeah, it's a duck. And once we start quests, missions, things like that, you're going to see NPCs like this. You're going to click the word quest, and it's going to give you some instruction. We'll activate yes or no. Boom. And then we also going to have, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this is a huge part of the conversation. It seems like the idea is so incredible, all we need to do is implement it. And having an Easter egg, maybe not one, but a few Easter eggs. And what I mean by that, for those who know that terminology, is that there will be certain things in the game that surprisingly will give you an unexpected reward, a unique thing. One of the Easter eggs that we're in talking about, let me not go ahead of myself, talking about, is that let's say you're enchanting a weapon. Let's say you're an R4 and you're enchanting your R4 weapon and so on and so forth. And let's say I reach, this is hypothetical. Let's say I reach from level +9, and then all of a sudden you chant it to +10, and then when you succeed, it turns into a whole new item. Of course, it will remain the debate right now whether it's going to remain +10 or it's going to give birth to a new item with a lot more better stats, like way better stats, but a different item, different look, much powerful, much. The idea is to bring a majestic item to the Easter egg, right? And this one, and this particular one. Um, and that's some of the ideas that we're talking, creating this enchanting system where some items, depending which items are, could become, if you have luck enchanting them to a certain point, then you'll be able to give birth to a new item that doesn't drop. It only can be acquired by the Easter egg process, means you will have to enchant and succeed to +10, 11, 12, whatever the position will give it. This is the end of the row right here. Okay. Perfect, perfect. And of course you can get on the water. And that's one of the Easter eggs that we're kind of working on. Something that, I don't know, I think is pretty cool. Oh, so Mr. Author, I guess he didn't put Barter Square on the code because it says contact server admin. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, so damn it. Let's see. So this is mob number 42. This is actually mob number 13 boss. We're gonna reskin him. Definitely gonna reskin him. I don't like much that. I mean, it's okay, but we're gonna give life to it. Of course. This is the brown reddish. This is one of the penguins. There's two of them. There's that one and there's this one. Of course, they're going to be reskinned. This one is going to be having a more like ice lightning colored bluish, ice bluish, and white icy baby blue bluish, something like that. The design may remain or be changed. Not sure in terms of their skin. Same thing for this. We want to make them both look different. They're going to be two different types of mobs, even though they are the same skin. And this is also a unique one. It will also be reskinned. Damn it. I have already created the shields. They are going to be replaced. There is about 30 or 40 different models that we are in a list to choose from. So there are unique ones that have completely been designed. I created those with an artificial intelligence. They're pretty amazing. So it looks pretty nice. Then you have another unique one that also going to be reskin and reshape. That's a unique one. Oh, I already did that one. And they're all going to be reskinned. They're all going to be reskinned. Those are unique mobs. They are not part of the main mob list. They're going to become mini bosses depending of where they're going to be. You may see two of them. You may see three of them. And the relative maps they're going to be. They're going to be relative stronger than the regular mobs, and they're going to be relative higher experience, probably 5 times, 10 times more. They're probably going to be maybe they're going to hit harder. They're going to be harder to kill. They're going to be the meaning of this, but they're going to be very rewarding. They're going to be very satisfying. If you kill them in groups, you'll be able to kill them in a fair time. If one of these bosses, let's say 4 R5 and between R5s and R6 can kill a boss like this in like 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Then a couple of level 50, level 75 can kill something in a mini boss in like 3 to 5 minutes, and then move on. But that 3 to 5 minutes is going to be rewarded with unique and experience and so on and so forth, different rewards. Do we have another one? I think we do. We have like 3 more. Nope. Oh, I made that badly. No, so that's not one. I believe, let's see. 70, is that one? No, 71, I think, or 72. Nope. No, so I'll have to find out what numbers are those. There's like 3 more mobs. There are specials. The succubus, I think, is one of them. Anyways, guys, I really want to thank you for your time, and this is absolutely incredible how the games feel so good, smooth. Again, we're going to go ahead and make this zoom in a little bit further out, so that way we can definitely feel much better when you have so many mobs in a map to be able to click around. We're doing it, working there. We're trying to keep you guys updated. I know some of you wants to go ahead and jump in, and thank you for those who maintain, our Discord group active and here and there, just always dropping a message and appreciating the work, and always dropping it's a little line for us there. It's really, really inspiring to continue, doing what we're doing, and doing it for love, doing it because it's what we like, it's our hobby, it's our passion, and we're gonna stay here. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. This is your friend Cignare, and I'm out. Oh yeah, let's go, baby. Where's my friend?